Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Sim 500 Classic Throwback Series here at Auto Club Speedway on Extreme Sim TV. In the booth here tonight, Matt, as always, but I've got a very special guest coming your way here tonight, Mr. Mike Robinson. Gonna head in here as well to help me call this one. AJ out at the movies watching the new Uncharted movie. He's got to tell me all about it without giving me spoilers, because I don't want spoilers. But that being said, we're getting ready to go racing here, Mike, in these 87 cars around Auto Club Speedway. It's going to be a heck of a doozy. Did I just say doozy?
You know it. These 87s, man, no restrictors, no restrictor plates. Remember that. So these guys are raw power whole time. And these cars are wicked fast.
Yeah, these cars are not your grandmother's Cadillac at all.
Absolutely not. And one thing about these cars is if you get that back end around, like Ricky Bobby says, yep, I'm airborne. This ain't good.
Yep, this ain't good. We're going for a ride. This is bad. Okay. That was a mix between Ricky Bobby and Mr. Mackey.
Absolutely. I just now heard that. That's hilarious. The blowovers in these 87s, boy, do they make a spectacular show when they get that air underneath them.
You know, here's the thing. With Sim 500, normally the lead goes green. I don't know that we've had a blowover all season, but the speeds they're carrying here at Auto Club, if something were to go wrong and you got clipped the right way, you're going to become a Boeing 747 real quick.
Oh, absolutely. And as everybody knows, Rusty Wallace, it happened to him. It's happened to some really good drivers that even in different generation cars with the blowovers, but the blowovers in the 87s will make for a very spectacular broadcast if one just so happens to happen. Because I'm actually out on track where nobody can see me, and I'm looking in my rearview mirror, and I don't see a spoiler on this thing.
Spoiler really low on this car, and that's what helps, kind of. In a lot of ways, that can be bad, and in a lot of ways, it can be fun. That low spoiler gets the car out, if you get it out of shape. It is one heck of a beast to grab underneath.
Oh, yeah.
Well, as we continue to get ready to rock and roll, once again, get ready to rock it out here for this series. And again, it's going to be a lot of fun when we get ready to go here in just a moment.
Oh, absolutely. And the crazy thing about this is with these 87s, that suspension is pretty soft. So here around California, I've noticed California is fairly bumpy, and you'll feel it. Like, I'll feel it definitely going down the backstretch. My wheel is moving left and right, trying to hold her steady.
Yeah, so, it does just that. It does not stay under you very long.
Absolutely not.
So, looking at qualifying being in the books here, Wetzel on pole here for this one, AJ. Or, excuse me. Yep, you become AJ now.
Become AJ.
We're going to get ready to fire it up. There was my goof up for the night. And let's take a look, shall we, at our starting lineup here in just a moment. Here for the Auto Club Speedway. Here we go. Bobby Wetzel, Thomas Lewandowski. It is going to be Donnie Lee alongside Tyler Dalton, Chad Coleman, Alan Pajera. It's going to be Gregory Hackness and Mike Ellis. Jose Medina, John right there in 10th. 11th going to be Chris J. Scales in 12th. 13th here tonight going to be Mr. Jeff Hollingsworth and Bentley Grazer. 14th. 15th going to be Gail Brooks. Dustin German, 16th, 17th is Kevin, and the 18th, 19th is Beach, and 20th is Recon. That is your starting lineup here at Auto Club here tonight. And again, in the booth with me, not AJ, it's Mike. Not AJ. Mr. Mike Robinson going to bring it to us here. We're going to go racing here once again this round. And boy, oh boy, am I looking forward to some fun in the California sun.
Oh, absolutely. And I noticed a familiar name from last night's race at Brantley Glazer, and I'm going to say it. He's probably going to be my pick to get up there, work his way through the field, and take this one for the dub.
You going to get the dub here tonight as we get ready to go?
Absolutely. Got about a minute till we go, I'm wondering.
About a minute here. Field right now lined up on the bottom here, getting ready to go, rolling off behind the eye racing Ford Police Interceptor pace car. I mean, you know, pace car. It looks like a police interceptor. I'm going to bug iRacing about that until they give me another pace car.
I feel you on that one. I wouldn't mind seeing the Corvette out there as a pace car.
I mean, iRacing, if we're going to use a Ford Police Interceptor basically model, why don't we just put red and blue light bars on it? I mean, that would be fun.
I mean, you're not wrong. Hey, you're not wrong. Heck, let's just give us the Crown Vic and turn it loose.
Yes, sir. Gas car and known to man.
Oh, absolutely. And durable as heck.
Yes, they are. I love them. But it's going to be Bobby Wetzel going to bring them to green here at Auto Club Speedway. We're kind of mismatching timelines here. You'll get to see what it had been like if the 87 car could have made it to Auto Club. Unfortunately, California, a later track, I think if I'm crawling at my NASCAR memory, 97, 98 when this track was put on the schedule. And we are ready to go. What would it have been like? We're about to find out. Buckle yourselves in. It is Sim 500 time, and I loaded the wrong overlay like a dum-dum. Give me a second, folks. I made a oops. I made a oopsie. I'll fix it, though. Green's in the air here. And I'm going to go fix that oopsie now. Wow, they go green. That's funny. Too many overlays on one thing, right, bud?
Yeah, right. As they go up here into turn one, the what is that? The 9 of Bobby Wetzel's got a decent gap heading down the backstretch.
Yeah, he does. He's gonna get away from the field. Now, my question to you, sir, we've seen the current gen car, how they what's the word I'm looking for? Fan out here, right? Don't really fan out. Do you think we're gonna see the same thing out of these 87s, or do you think it'll be a little bit different?
I'm not 100% sure. It really depends. Are they running an open setup? Are they running a fixed setup? It's
going to be a fixed setup. I mean, I don't even know if these cars are capable of fanning out like that and keeping it under you.
I don't know. We'll find out as the race goes on. But I will say this. One of my favorite cars right now in this field is not the leader, but
right.
Who is it? The driver sitting in 4th place, Donnie Leah, driving the. On my end, it's showing Tim Richmond's number 25.
You're dead on. That's what it is.
Now, I was only a baby when Tim Richmond died, but I got to go back as an older adult, as a young adult, and watch Tim Richmond races, and boy, could that guy drive the tires off of that thing. Honestly, I think he could have been the one to had he not passed away at such a young age. I guarantee it, he could have been the one to give old Dale Sr. a run for his money.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I could see that.
But I'll say this: these 87s are holding pretty good going around in the Auto Club right now, and they're staying close. They might actually not fan out like the next gen cars do.
Man, I am pretty happy with what I'm seeing. I don't know about you, but this is pretty good racing up front right now.
Yeah, and as I looked at them coming down the backstretch into turn 3, we've actually got 2 packs of 87s. We've got a lead pack, and then we've got a backpack.
Man, what a fight at the front of the field we got going on here. Battle upon battle right now. It's like watching battle bots out there.
Right? I am so glad I am not the only one that remembers that show. BattleBots was amazing when it first came on.
2 and 3.
As we got a lead change here, the 19 gave the 9 quite a bump to get out of the way, and the 25 is locking up bumpers with the 38 bump drafting down the backstretch.
Bump draft right now. Hey, let's take a look because I'm interested. We're gonna try. I've never done this before, so give me just a moment. We're gonna see if we can get some speed numbers out of these cars. What do you think?
Oh, let's try it.
There we go. 181, 186, 187, 189 into turn 1 here, and that is pretty fast for these old school 87s, but all the way down to 146 mile an hour through the corner. 40 mile an hour difference here at in the middle of the corner here, especially in 1 and 2. Going to be 182, 183, 184 here at the back straightaway. And we got a car around, but no caution. That is going to be Kevin Engel, I believe, having some sort of issue. Ooh, the car just got tail happy, got in the wall, but he somehow kept it rolling. Gonna have some damage on the right front fender, but that's all that's gonna be wrong with that number 127 machine. But it's Bobby Wetzel Miller time out front right now.
Absolutely, and as we look, the number 29 of Donnie Leah, or the number 25 as it shows on his car, he's driving the brakes off of that thing. He's driving this thing like it's Daytona. He's getting right up on that bumper, and he's bump drafting and locking the bumpers and pushing them.
Yeah, doing a great job. Big push here. 8 of 65 in the books here tonight as they continue to rock and roll.
This is actually going to shape up to be a really good race again, man.
Yeah, 2 great races in one night so far.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And the way that these guys here at Sim 500, as I saw last night, there's a lot of give and take. They love to race. They love to get close and actually run hard.
Yeah, for sure. They do. And with 8 of 65 in the books.
Oh,
big cross.
Was that a bobble from our leader?
I think the car did bobble just a scotch, not much, a millimeter, maybe an inch, but that's never fun when you're doing 180 plus off into a corner.
Absolutely not.
Man, I bobble on the highway at 45. I think I'm gonna die. I'm like the terrified little granny in like a horror movie or something.
Oh man! And looky here at the 38 of who is that? Who is that number 38? Chad Coleman. As he gets running, looky here, we got a battle for the lead going into turn 1.
Donnie Leah charging through in the number 29 Chevrolet. Can he get clear? No, he cannot. Donnie Leah, known for his modified racing, but here tonight doing some old school racing here, and he'll drop back into second. And yes, if you're wondering, that is Donnie Leah from the modified series. Oh, Donnie Leah holding tight. He's got that number 38 mellow yellow up his bumper of Chad Coleman right now.
Look at that. We got 3 different drinks. We got Miller, Folgers coffee, and Mellow freaking Yellow.
That sounds like a good time, and Quarter's not too far behind. And right now,
here we go.
Big push.
38, giving him a bump.
Now, what I'm interested to see, that doesn't appear to be helping that car, though, as much, getting that shove.
I don't really have a lot of time in these cars, so I really could not tell you just how much it does or doesn't affect the car. But it doesn't look like it affected him too much, as he got a decent shove going down the backstretch to take the lead.
Leah out front by at least 1, 2, 3 car lengths now over Wetzel. Wetzel falling back, coming under fire from Coleman. Coleman down to the bottom. He'll start looking for racing room on the inside lane here.
Oh yeah, as he's pulling the 87 of, who is that? The 87 of Thomas Lewandowski. I'm guessing I'm saying his name right.
Yes, that is Thomas Lewandowski. You got it.
Him and Bobby Wetzel are going at it, and it's this could shape up to be a decent one. And I've noticed that there's a couple of cars out there that are actually Fords with a Chevy bow tie on it.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting? As you bring that up, 12 with 65 in the books. What do you think in here as we get ready to see what these cars can do? Are you surprised how well they're running here at Auto Club?
I'm very surprised. I'm surprised it stayed this close here in the front pack. And I'm actually going to zoom out here from the blimp to see how it's shaped up behind him. And it seems like everybody behind this front pack has actually thinned out. So from first up to at least, I want to say 7th, you could dead gum near throw a blanket over.
Yeah, and it's been very impressive to watch what we're seeing up here. Like you said, this front pack is starting to eke away from everybody else. 15 laps on the board.
Oh yeah, and as everybody comes back through the tri-oval, as I sit here on the blimp cam, it's really thinned out from that second pack, and you got cars spotted through here and there going through turns 1 and 2 as the leaders come down the backstretch. It's really showing the difference in what I thought actually would happen.
Yeah, it really is. That Folgers machine just up in front. Donnie Leo leading. It's Chad Coleman giving chase right now with Bobby Wetzel sitting in third tight right now with Thomas Lewandowski in 4th. 15 on the board here. 15 already in the books here tonight at Auto Club.
And as they go off into turns 1 and 2, the leaders, as you can see, they really bunched up. What I'd like to do is see a onboard from the middle of this entire battle right here on the front stretch or on the back stretch with this front pack.
Man, they are pushing and shoving here 2 by 2. You can't do this all race without something going way awry.
Oh, absolutely. And like we were talking about, if these guys can keep that car from going out from underneath them, this will turn out to be a good race. But if these guys do start getting a little bit more aggressive, we could see a blowover somewhere on the back stretch, or maybe even coming to the finish line.
Well, we're in California, and CHP has plenty of experience with pit maneuvers, so we might get to see one out here on the racetrack.
I mean, you're not wrong. And what's crazy is this place is actually about to get reconfigured.
Yes,
from a 2 mile essentially super speedway to a half mile, which could mean that with the reconfiguration could come a high banked half mile Auto Club Speedway.
You know, I don't know how to feel about the reconfiguration. As you see the battle right now ongoing for second with Wetzel on the top lane. That's something else. It doesn't matter what car you're in. The top lane always is going to have momentum at these flatter cornered racetracks here at like Auto Club.
Oh, absolutely.
That's kind of the unique thing to Auto Club is how flat these corners are. You really have to lift.
Oh yeah, you have to lift well before you even get to the corner on the going into turn 3. Now, the corner entry here into turn 1, you can actually carry a little bit more speed into before you actually start to arc it down to the middle lane or bottom lane, as you can see the 38's running. But the ideal line is to definitely get it down to that second lane off the bottom.
Yeah, and that's exactly right with 118 to 65 on the board. Right now, Donnie Leah out front the Folgers machine, but the battle's for second. It's Miller time and Melba Yellow double file. That's Chad Coleman and Bobby Wetzel. And then you're going to have a couple more falling in line behind them, including Tyler Dalton and Mr. Allen and Thomas Lewandowski giving chase.
Yeah, they seem to actually, as they came across the start-finish line there, it's starting to seem like they're wanting to start going single file as we got a battle for what looks to be 5th place. Nope, he's actually going to tuck back in behind 5th place to keep it safe and clean.
19 of 65 on the board here tonight as we fight through. Plenty on the board this time by.
Oh yeah, and as we see, oh my gosh, I'm over here blanking again. Donnie Leah, he gets at least a good car length advantage off the corners, but as he goes in, they really close up that gap between 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Yeah, they do. And right now, with 20 of 65 in the books, we're still nose to tail right now. Up front here, 45-ish to go. And what a fight here, 21 of 65 in the board.
I'm just so impressed with how well Donnie gets a run out of turn 4, because he pulls a good car length every single time, and with that draft, these cars will draft quite well, and the closing rate is ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's the thing. How much this closing rate that we're looking at is going to affect this race. This is going to be a heck of a doozy, my man.
Absolutely, and as we see here, they've gotten a lot closer going down the backstretch, and it looks like Wetzel actually kind of overdrove 3 and 4, and that allows Chad Coleman to go on by for 2nd place.
Yeah, it does, and right now they'll continue in a heck of a duel in California. It's kind of ironic that we're doing dueling in California here. But 22 to 65, that's exactly what we're doing.
And we are seeing one heck of a battle take place as the 87 of Thomas is trying the inside of Wetzel here, going into 3.
He'll jump to the bottom in that machine. He's going to be all but maybe clear.
Oh no, that run coming off of 4 can really be good. As we see, it's going to be a mad dash to the line here.
23 of 65 in the books here. Up front, it's Donnie Leah leading the way.
Wetzel overdrives 1 and 2 again. I wonder if his tires are starting to fall off.
Big possibility here. His tires may be going the way of the dodo bird here.
Absolutely. Now, do we see a round of green flag pit stops, or do we end up seeing a late race caution or a mid race caution, I should say?
In my experience from this league, I don't think we're going to see one here tonight. I think we're going to stay mean and slick and green all the way to the finish here with 24 going on the board.
I'm kind of hoping to see a wire-to-wire green flag race and see quite a few. Oh, it looks like we've already had one pit, as we got one coming out on the backstretch in front of the leaders.
That's going to be Mike Ellis coming off of pit road as well there. Of course, you might know Mike Ellis from the iRacers Lounge podcast. And right now it's Coleman right there behind Mr. Donnie Lee giving chase to that Folgers. Folgers in your cup.
The best part of waking up, Folgers in your cup.
That's totally wrong. It's the best part of waking up is NASCAR engines roaring.
Especially on a Sunday morning.
Daisy Dukes and NASCAR. You can never go wrong with that combination.
Absolutely not.
And Bud Light Seltzer. I gotta throw that in there. That's my new favorite. Yes, I'm a boomer. I'm drinking seltzer water beer. Yes, I get it.
I'd rather stick with my Cayman Jacks, man.
I'm not being a manly man. I'm being a wimpy.
What does that mean anymore?
Yeah, good point. What does that mean anymore? But it's Donnie Leo leading the way here tonight, 25-65 in the hook.
And I'm actually starting to think that Wetzel's tires have actually fallen off a lot more than what I thought, because he has actually dropped back another spot.
Yeah, I think so.
Boy, this top four is starting to get a blanket thrown on him.
Man, oh man, they are really having a duel out front in the California sun. But let's drop back here. Look at some of the guys in trouble. Bentley Glazer off the front of the field. What about Jeff Hollingsworth in that craft machine? These guys not having the run that they were hoping for.
Absolutely not. And I'm thinking they were probably thinking it was going to be just a little bit cooler on track, because right now it is 100 degrees on track at the moment. So some of these guys, I think, are actually kind of struggling.
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be tight here as they continue to work around. And 27 of 64 of 65 complete. But it's Donnie Lee out front, leading the charge over Chad Coleman and Thomas Lewandowski. Tyler Dalton in fourth. Gregory Hackness there in fifth. Great run for Gregory. So happy for Gregory having a good run here tonight. A Canadian driver holding third.
Hey, he's holding his own with some good old American boys. He's putting them out there. He's putting them on notice, well, guys. He's putting them on notice.
He definitely is, and I want to give a little disclaimer here. We're about 13 hours from the Daytona 500. Getting ever so closer.
No, man, I'm ready for it. I'm rooting for the Oklahoma boy and Christopher Bell. That's my boy.
And I'm about 9 hours away from my iRacing official Daytona 500.
Hey, there you go. I guess you're running. Which one are you running?
9 a.m. split.
Oh, yeah, that's the one that I'm running.
Or the
10 a.m. race.
10 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm running that one. So I wonder if we'll end up in the same split. Probably not.
Yeah, we might. There's Dalton. Actus here, Bobby Wetzel, Allen, Jose Medina, Bentley Glazer right there, Jeff Hollingsworth. They're giving up the chase here. 30 on the board of 65, but it's Donnie Lee out front leading the charge here. If you're just joining us in the Sim 500 Classic Cup Series here at Auto Club Speedway, how far can the race leader go before he's got to hit pit road?
I am not 100% sure that if these guys are driving it, they're there's one already saying that they are coming in over the scanner, the 87 of Lewandowski is already making his call out to come into the pits. So we should start seeing these leaders already pitting. So I'm going to say maybe a couple of more laps, maybe another lap for the 29 to Donnie Leah.
Here we go, Lewandowski down pit road. Cat gonna correct me here just a little bit. I'm gonna get this accurate. Not only has Donnie Leah had success wheeling modifieds, he also raced the NASCAR trucks with a win at Milwaukee. He did get a win in that. Yes, sir. And right now he's looking to sell at Auto Club. Pit stops ongoing. 31-65 in the book. Iron Beach having a problem and jumped to pit road. Let's take a look at it. Got in the outside wall off of turn 4, slides down through the grass, and hello inside wall. And he'll tow that machine. Tow Mater gonna virtually pick that car up and bring it back to pit road. We stay green.
I'm actually surprised it did not bring out a caution because he tried to save it. He did everything he could to save it, but just bloodied the nose just slightly. So I think he'll be all right to get back in. All righty, Bobby Wetzel is already making his call out to come in, and he has dropped back to 8th place from starting on pole.
Yeah, struggling is the struggle bus. And here we go, cars still to pit road here as we continue our coverage here tonight.
Donnie Leah's on pit road.
Yes, sir. Donnie Leah coming down, so everybody making really their one stop on the night here. I'm not surprised at all.
I'm not surprised at all either. We might actually see maybe a one-stop race. We might see a one-stop race, maybe 2.
And right now, everybody hanging on. 33 of 65 in the books. They're gonna continue to rock and roll here tonight. And again, that is Mr. Gregory now taking over the race lead in the midst of green flag stop.
Give me 1 second here. I'm actually having to change a graphical thing.
Oh, you're all fine. I'm just wishing this sinus headache would disappear.
Oh. Oof. Don't come to Oklahoma then. Ooh, don't come to Oklahoma then.
Chad Coleman going to make the move on the top.
Has Coleman pitted yet, though?
Whoa, now, guys. They
came in there racing.
And Mark, a.k.a. /Larry Mack, in the chat there, said, sorry, that was supposed to be Sam Run with trucks in Milwaukee and others. Also racing several trucks since 2008. All right, we got it cleared up. Not a win at Milwaukee, but he raced at Milwaukee, Martinsville, and other places as well. Thank you, Mark, man. Quickly becoming my statistician in chat. Coleman, we got some great followers that follow this channel.
Oh, as I can see, we got a bunch of guys that are very knowledgeable in what they in their NASCAR history.
Gentleman Coleman right now on the pit road. I'm gonna see if my lovely lady can reach me the sinus medicine. Can't hear me because she's got her earbuds in. Hurry up. Maybe if I wave frantically. I'm waving frantically and get. Oh, we got a car around, and it's Tyler Dalton at the exit of pit road as I wave frantically.
Did he gather it up? Yes, he did.
And he'll get it up and keep going. That works, honey. Oh, man. Does it say no alcohol consumption? Thomas Lewandowski right now leading the way. Man, we're having a good old time here tonight, ain't we, buddy?
Oh, absolutely. I'm loving watching how these cars are reacting around this 2 mile track, and boy, it's giving me Days of Thunder vibes, man.
You know, to stick with the broadcasting theme, man, maybe I should go buy a set of flags and just wave a yellow flag when I need her.
Right.
I need to let it get out of my system, right?
Oh man, let's
Lewandowski leads. Probably not a good idea.
yeah, Lewandowski's just looking like he's pulling away from Chad here. Got a decent lead on him. So I wonder, has the 87 and the 38 pitted though?
Let's take a look.
Surely they have.
Let's take a look at the pit strategy, shall we? And they have, so it's just got separated during those pit stops. What was a blanket over a few cars now becomes a Milwaukee mile.
It's starting to look like he's walking away more and more as the run goes on.
Got a couple of cars still cycling through. 39 on the board here right now in the Sim 500 Classic Series from Auto Club Speedway here tonight.
And you know, we may actually get our wish here on the broadcast and see a entire flag to flag run with no cautions.
No surprise to me, man. That's what Sim 500 is known for. Great racing. Normally no yellows. Again, next week they head down to round 7 at Homestead Miami Speedway. That's going to be fun. One week from tonight.
That's gonna be interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing that place is going to be it's gonna be something else.
Now, to note, EJ O'Rourke came in with a 70-point lead here tonight, but unfortunately, I do not see an O'Rourke out there. So just like last night, EJ not making a race. So he's probably going to lose quite a bit at that 70-point lead here tonight at the Auto Club.
And that's never a good thing, especially if it's early on. It might be all right, but if it starts like middle to late season, that's not a very championship friendly
situation.
Point drop. Yeah. That could have what they call championship implications.
Well,
pardon me.
This is round 6, round 7, and there's only round 7 next week of 11 races for the Sim 500 Classic Series.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one. Hopefully, he will be back next week to build that lead back up.
And I just want to say, hoping all is well for Mr. EJ O'Rourke. Kind of odd that I haven't seen him 2 nights in a row, so I'm hoping the best there. Maybe he's just got a cold and don't feel like driving. I've had that happen.
Probably.
Or trying to drive with a sinus headache's the worst.
Oh, dude. And then you got guys like me who live in Oklahoma and who have to suffer with allergies, and it sucks. And me running in VR with a sinus headache, ooh, that's no bueno.
No bueno.
If it's like that, I don't run. If it's like that, I don't run.
Well, also not was no bueno, but we got a little bit of a battle here, 6 between Allen and Mr. Glazer right here. So a little bit of a battle ongoing.
Well, it's good to see Bentley back or up here into the top 10. Maybe he can catch up and break into the top 5.
So,
because he put on a show last night.
So, clarification from chat once again, our amazing chat room. EJ is a NASCAR photographer, so he is in Daytona right now.
Oh.
Well, I would gladly switch places, sir, EJ. If you want to come do my job, I'll go do yours.
Yeah, I'll second that. I'll go as his guest and take pictures with my own camera as well.
You know, there's plenty of race cars and Daisy Dukes in Florida that definitely get on board. As the girlfriend walked back in the room right when I said that, because of course she did. Hi. Oh, slappy, slappy. I got a headache. Me too to go.
Oh man, this race is actually shaping up to be pretty good. Back here for 6th and 7th, it looks like. Oh, 34 had to check up.
Yeah, they're racing hard there. That is for sure. So the battle continues here, 6th and 7th. Two laps to go here tonight at Auto Club Speedway. Thomas Lewandowski leads it.
Donnie Leah and Tyler Dalton going at it here on the front straightaway, coming out of 4.
And you're doing a really good job, buddy. I appreciate having you here tonight. You helped me out. I've got the headache, so I can barely see names at this point, but we're holding tough.
Absolutely, and this battle for 2nd and 3rd is pretty, or 3rd and 4th. I'm sorry, 3rd and 4th is pretty good. It's looking like Chad is trying to cut into that lead, and he's just entering 3 and 4 as the leader Thomas is coming out, about to cross the line. So it's looking like they're finally starting to catch back up to give us a good fight here in the last 20 laps.
Yes, they are, but right now they're fighting amongst themselves at the moment.
Absolutely, and this lap traffic is definitely going to play a part in 3rd, 4th, and 2nd catching up.
Yeah, sure, it definitely is. They continue to run right now. Double file at the moment. $19 to go. There's Chad Coleman right there as well. Coleman the showman. Mellow yellow ride right there. 19 laps to go. So it's 19 to go here at Auto Club Speedway. Who is your pick to go away with victory lane here?
Oh man, I want Donnie. I want Donnie because of that Tim Richmond paint, but I'm hoping he can get caught back up because at this point Thomas is pulling away.
Yes, sir. Closing the gap. Excuse me there, bud. 18 to go here. They continue to rack it up here at Auto Club. Rack, stack, and ready to rock, right?
Oh, absolutely, man. I'm ready to see how the rest of this race shapes up. As we say that, Tyler Dalton is starting to build a slight gap on Donnie Leah right now as we speak as they exit out of 2.
Little bit of gap there with 17 laps to go this time by.
Chad Coleman is actually starting to close that gap between he and Thomas.
Well, can he get there in just 17 laps? Those are going to be the question.
I mean, he's gaining quite a bit per lap, so he very well could. He's driving fairly conservative because ever since that pit stop, it's kind of had everybody strung out. Nobody's racing anybody, so I have a feeling Chad Coleman could come in and pull this one off.
Lewandowski leads here tonight. Thomas Lewandowski, 16 to go this time by. Old Thomas Lewandowski out front of Chad Coleman, Tyler Dalton, Donnie Leah, Gail Brooks back there, Bentley Glazer in the mix also. Penguin on here, 15 to go this time by. $15 laps to go here, buddy. We're continuing to stack them up right now.
Oh man, it's getting good. It's starting to shape up. It's starting to shape up real late in this race. We've got, like you said, 15 to go, 14 to go, I think, at the line, correct?
Coming to 15 this time, 14 next time by. And that gap out front between those top two machines continuing to be about, what is that, 2 seconds-ish? Almost 3 between Coleman and Lewandowski now, who got the race lead, 15 to go. Coleman and Lewandowski doing battle, 15 to go.
Man, I'm hoping that this gap starts closing up, because this could shape up to be a drag race if it happens.
Well, that's the case with 14 laps to go right now. Lewandowski out front leading. Continuing in that 87 machine.
And Lewandowski is approaching lap traffic, so this could slow him up just a little bit more. But we could see these lap cars start moving their way out of the way as not to interfere.
Yeah, that would be kind of the respectful thing to do, I would say.
Exactly. But when you're racing for a win, you know... I'm sorry, I had the scanner going off in my ear, and the leader and second place are actually having some pretty good banter back and forth on that last lap. It was pretty good, but I actually forgot what I was gonna say because of that. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. The leader's going, nah, you can't catch me.
Yeah, and as Chad was asking for him to slow up and stop drafting so he can catch up a little bit.
Yeah, slow down and stop drafting people where I can catch you, dang it. Let me draft you and you don't draft anybody.
Right?
I'm just saying there, Chad, I don't think that's how competition works, sir.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's how that works, but I don't think it's gonna that draft is actually gonna help him too much, because he is having to slow up quite a bit in the corners for the lap traffic here.
Coleman right now, it's 3.6, 3.64, the gap between the top two at the moment.
Yeah, now with these lap cars, I've actually used lap cars as a pick to defend my position, and it wasn't on asphalt. It was actually on dirt, and using them as a pick can actually work. If you can keep them behind you, it'll slow up the guy behind you.
Well, there you have it. We're coming to 10 to go, man. It's going to be 10 to go this time by. Them 500 Classic Cup Series, 10 to go. What a battle up front.
Absolutely. Let's go back here and see what we can see with third and fourth. Tyler is actually pulled away from Donnie Leah and extended his gap. Donnie's working on a lap car right here with Ed Burrell.
Mr. Burrell.
Dingo.
And to go here. There's 10 to go at Auto Club.
And at this point, I don't think that Chad has enough laps left to get back to Thomas here.
No, I agree. I don't think so.
As Thomas gets around lap traffic with ease going into the backstretch.
Yeah, I think Thomas is in pretty good shape here. Coming to 8 laps to go here at Auto Club.
I'm gonna say that undercut that Thomas and Chad threw on Donnie was probably a really smart call.
A little bit of a game changer.
Oh, most definitely a game changer, especially with it being a one-stop race as I thought it would be.
Coming to 7 laps to go this time. We continue to run here. 8 laps to go right now. 8 to go here at Auto Club Speedway. 8 laps to go. Who is going to hang in there? Who is going to get it done here tonight? Go this time.
I think Thomas has this comfortably sealed up. Because it looks like he's got clear track ahead, so it should be all clean air and smooth sailing from here on out.
It should be, Captain. It should be pretty easy to finish out here with what will be 6 to go at the stripe. Man, oh man, some good racing we've seen tonight.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and it's been all night from heck even into early this morning with the LSRL.
Yes,
oh man, that the racing from this morning all the way up until now has been just absolutely phenomenal.
60 laps to go, or 6 laps to go here, as you see the 9 working his way through. Man, just some epic racing here tonight, man. Just impressive amounts of racing here.
Absolutely, and this was what you were talking about from last night and tonight about Sim 500 is these guys don't have very many cautions, and as we've seen tonight, it's gone from the green flag to we're working on the checkered flag.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They continue to do battle here. So impressive with 5 to go.
Absolutely, and these guys are definitely putting on a show for the fans tonight, and definitely the virtual fans out in California.
Right now, 4 laps to go here.
And I'm actually really impressed with how well these 87s were driving around, are handling Auto Club. I mean, it's bumpy, it's old, it's worn out, and these cars are actually handling it a lot better than I thought they would.
And it's just so much fun to watch. 4 laps to go here at Auto Club Speedway. And they continue. And you're right. These cars have handled it relatively well here tonight.
I'm curious as to if these guys go to Michigan as well, because that's something that just popped into my mind. That track is wide. That track is fast, just like Auto Club.
Yeah, exactly. And with 3 laps to go, we're going to find out who can hang on and who is going to do what here coming to the checkered flag. Now, folks, tonight I'm going to do a pretty quick off because I've got to go lay down because I am starting to get sick of my stomach on top of it. So that's just great.
Oh, well, I hope you start feeling better.
Yes, sir. 2 laps to go here. Thomas Lewandowski out front leading. The Lewandowski holding serve.
And as I watched Chad Coleman, he's been struggling to get around these lap cars. So, like I said, using the lap traffic as a pick will always work out in the end.
Yeah, and that's the way they do right now, doing battle. 2 laps to go. Man, oh man, 1 lap to go for a race leader here tonight. Thomas Lewandowski.
And as he exits turn 2 for the final time, he is definitely going to have this comfortably sealed up, and that undercut strategy on that round of green flag pit stops actually paid off for him in the end.
Yeah, it did. There comes Coleman and Mr. Dalton going to come home 3 years ago. And what a race we have seen here coming to the checkered flag. Checkered in the air, and good job to our race winner, Mr. Thomas Lewandowski, Chad Coleman, and Tyler Dalton, your top 3. And folks, I hate to get out of here so quick, but I am going to go lay down, do something, because I'm getting sick of my stomach.
Yeah, you have a good night, buddy, and we will see you next week.
All right, see you. We'll do interviews from the night next week, folks. Thank you for coming out. Congratulations, Thomas Lewandowski.